Greetings and welcome once again to all the people taking the time to watch this video and follow this channel. It's me, the AFOL champ, the adult fan of LEGO champion, here with set number 6265, the Ocean Exploration Base. This goes along with all the other National Geographic Ocean Exploration sets that I've been collecting and putting together and reviewing this summer. And you know, this set got lucky. I just pulled this out of a haul the other day. And a lot of times sets I buy them and then they get stuck in the pile of shame, the big sealed collection, and they have to wait before they get built. And instead this one, I couldn't wait to build this one, so I built this one right away. So let's go ahead and get to it. Before we go to the review, I would like to point out this is book 1 of 4. I did not anticipate this set having 4 instruction booklets. Not that that's a bad thing. I just was noticeable to me. So here's the set. I'm going to start down here with the little stuff. There's 5 minifigures. There's 3 divers, the submarine captain, and then a researcher there. And none of these are overly special minifigures. None of them are named or anything. This one I could have swore I actually had this exact minifigure from a Brick Owl haul. This torso and, this torso and headpiece are used a lot, in the space themes, as a in the research. It looks like a scientist. This torso pants combination, actually, I think even the hat is the same for the mini sub set, and then the torso and legs are the same for the sub captain in the ocean exploration ship. These 2 divers, again, they're the same prints on everything except the faces in the ocean exploration ship. And this one, again, there's another one that is the same in everything except, everything except the head in the ocean exploration ship. So they are unique, but they're not super special, if that makes sense. I like that the set comes with litter for the ocean floor. Most of these sets come with a shipwreck or something for the bottom. This one comes with trash, which is unfortunately realistic. It's also a pretty good way to get this blue or azure bike piece. Again, it's not super rare, but it's also not super common either. Red is by far the more common of them. There's 3 animals. These are the 2 big ones, the manta ray or stingray, and then the hammerhead shark. This is the only set I believe that has a hammerhead shark outside of the 4+ set, which is the mini sub. The other one is that light bright orange crab right there. We've got 3 more mini builds. We've got the treasure, which comes with all of the colors of gems. As I pointed out in previous reviews, this doesn't make sense. This is National Geographic. It is ocean exploration. It is science research. They're not looking for treasure. Not everything has to be about a treasure hunt. And they just can't help themselves but to make it about a treasure hunt. They have this set of underwater supplies that can be used with some of these, cranes, or the crane for the ocean exploration ship. And then they've got a mini sub here, which actually has little arms that also articulate. This is like a remote control one. There's a pretty good pile of extra parts here. All the gems, 2 flower colors, a needle. Didn't anticipate getting one of those in this set. Those bars are always useful. So those are the minifigures and the side builds. Now we can look at the main build. So first of all, the base is just pretty much pretty plain, dark tan. We've got 3 of these coral pieces. I find it interesting that the coral piece does not come in coral. In fact, getting a coral piece in the coral color is somewhat hard to do. You can get these pieces in, I think, 3 or 4 different sets. Most of them are these National Geographic sets. You can get the green ones, green coral as tree pieces in the Winnie the Pooh set, but to my knowledge, the only place that you can get a coral-colored piece of coral is the goldfish brickheads and the National Geographic polybag. So that's the hardest piece to get, or the hardest color of coral to get is coral, somewhat ironically. And then I always like getting a the rock panel pieces, you get a MERP here. Then in the back, they have this just a jumper where you can put something, although they don't have anything for you. Again, looking at the main build, you have 3 like main compartments here and a crane. The crane articulates very well. It goes side to side up. It bends both here, and then right here it bends. And then this is a ball joint, obviously. You also have like a 4th room right here. This spins on top. I may be an idiot. Maybe I don't know if you guys are aware of this or not. I was not aware when I bought this that this is not a compartment to the base here. This is like a full, like this is a submarine all on its own. I guess looking at it, that seems obvious now, but when I bought it, I did not realize that. Again, it has articulating arms also. You can put the captain, driver, I assume this guy, there in the front, and then in the back, it has a big cargo hold. And then it just snaps into right there. It has some like turbines or jets or whatever you want to call that. On this side, you can see it's labeled the control room, basically like the research center or the command area of the base. If you look inside, we've got the spinning office chair, a needle for some reason, some controls, which I assume those controls are supposed to control the like drone. It's not really a drone, like the remote control sub, because otherwise there's no way to control that sub. And then oddly enough, an aquarium. And it kind of bugs me that that aquarium is on a transparent brick as opposed to a transparent light blue brick, like in the ocean exploration ship. That just seems like it'd be logical, but again, that's just me. Then if you look at the other one, you can see it's labeled crew quarters. This is where they, at least in theory, live or stay. You have a single bed in there. You have a lamp, a coffee mug, and a very crude coffee machine. Then if I put that back, refocus things here, and spin the whole thing around, you can see this room. I don't know what this room, this is probably the biggest negative to me, is there should either be a wall here or there should be a 4th room right here. Like this is not enough space if you're supposed to play to get, like if this, we're gonna claim dollhouse effect and you're gonna try to play, this is not enough room for anyone to maneuver their hands. You can't even get anything into the submarine right here. That goes right into like the back wall of that. It doesn't make sense. Like there should be doors maybe here going into these rooms, but instead it's just open. I'm fine with the doorway between the rooms to be small. I mean, if you've ever been in a submarine, you'll see that. But it doesn't make sense that there would be no wall here. That doesn't make sense to me. That's like the biggest negative to me. But speaking of negatives, looking at positives and negatives of the whole set, again, that's the big negative. The other negatives, I think would be, there's not like a clear who's controlling this, the mini sub. I feel like they could do a little more with the base here. I really don't understand what the purpose of that was. Looking at the submarine, you probably could do a little more for controls in there. But as a whole, like I really like this set. For positives, I like the articulating arms on all of it. I mean, even this little thing has an articulating arm. I like that even though that these are kind of pretty nameless, like literally these are unnamed figs, for nameless figs, they're still unique. I like that we do get 3 coral pieces. I like that we get the full, like you don't need to have a treasure with this. This whole thing would make sense without it, but they do give us like a real full 5 gems, really 10 if you count all the the extras there. I like that you have these pieces on top, which makes it like not only self-compatible, like you can use the crane with its own stuff here, but again, you can also use it with the big crane on the ocean exploration ship. Like this set works especially well with the ocean exploration set, and especially well with the other National Geographic sets. I like that they go so well together. That to me is something I really like. It does have a fair amount of like fairly unique pieces. I don't have any like fan blades like this or this. I don't deal much with these big like pieces here. I know if you built like spaceships or planes, you probably have. I have not. I like the whole idea of having something be realistic, but at the same time, just imaginative enough that it's not like boringly realistic. I think Lego as a whole does a good job with that. I like the whole, obviously, I like the whole like underwater exploration, National Geographic theme. I mean, I've been basically doing that stuff pretty heavily for quite a while now. So yeah, I really like, I feel like I'm gonna overstate it. I like that they included trash. Like they even had a sticker for a license plate for trash. Like that's literally what it is. Maybe that's more of a indictment of our society that's so commonplace that it's in toys that we have ocean litter. But the other big thing, so the big negatives things, of course, would be the back, which I also pointed out already, and the price to part ratio. Like the price of this thing, I can't remember if it was $80 or $85, but this just doesn't seem like $85 worth of stuff. Like, I get that it has big pieces. I get that it has unique pieces. I get that it has 5 minifigures and three animals, 2 of which are these big ones. $85 or $80 just seems like a lot. I mean, again, I get all the reasons why it would be more. I don't know that it justifies $85. Like, again, it's under 500 pieces for this set. It would make sense if it was like a, you know, it definitely would make sense to be a $50 set. It would make sense if it was a $60 set, I think. It might even make sense for a $70, but $80 or $85, that just seems like a lot to me. Putting aside the price, because really the price doesn't impact the set itself. I mean, it impacts my view of it, but I would say grading this set out, I'm gonna give it a B+, and the B+ would probably be an A if it wasn't for this thing in the back here, but it also takes into consideration that I have almost all of the other National Geographic sets, and I'm going to use them all together. The only one I'm missing right now is the big ocean, like the big submarine, and it has multiple small submarines. So, you know, I'm going to use this with the ocean exploration ship and the mini sub and all of that. So, yeah, I'm gonna go with a B+. I think that's fair. I like that, you know, like the colors are uniform. You've got uniform, like symbols. You've got actual uniforms. Like, again, all of the submarine drivers are dressed like this. All of the divers have one of these 2 diving uniforms. The red ones always have the flippers. You know, the orange and navy ones always are like the more heavy-handed ones. Like the one in the ocean exploration ship is the one in the shark cage. This one's probably going to be just walking on the floor, so ocean floor. So again, I'm going with a B+. That's my grade. So give me a comment. Tell me what you think. Am I being too generous? Am I being too negative? What do you think of the build, of my review of it? You know, leave me a comment. Tell me what you think. So hopefully you liked this video. If so, hit the like button. Even if you didn't like the video, hit the like button. Hit the subscribe button if you have not done so already, particularly if you'd like to see more videos like this. Hopefully I hear from you soon. Hopefully you hear from me again soon. And as always, thanks for watching.